Hello, guys. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. It's Dina. So, y'all want to talk? I am feeling exceptionally good, feeling great, feeling good. How are you? And I'll tell y'all why another time. What is that glare across my face? Not sure, but oh well, guys. So we're gonna read Cardi B and Offset. Well, Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B, I suppose. Cardi B. Now you guys, I posted on my community tab a few months ago my reading on Cardi B, and I mentioned that I saw her and Offset being separated and only getting together for business and image purposes. And I believe that was because they had that Baby Shark movie to do. It was already underway, so they couldn't have separated before. And I do believe that, I actually don't believe that them announcing it on the 9th was to impede on Nicki Minaj. Now, I don't know, could be, but I think it was because that movie was released and they couldn't announce their separation until after that. But we're going to see. So, with that being said, I'm going to read Cardi. Belcalis, Cardi B. This sun feels so good on my skin. Cardi B. I hear optimism and looking into the horizon. Fresh hope, a fresh start. Looking into the sun at a new life. Let's see though. Is that what you're doing, Cardi B? Are you sitting next to me looking up at the sun? Different reasons, but same. All right. Spirit, allow me to see the energy of Cardi B, please. Cardi B, how do you feel about this divorce situation? What's going on with you and the separation with Offset? And what is in your energy now, period? What are your current thoughts, feelings, concerns, current projects? Let's just talk Cardi B. All right. So this is, I don't know. Something about this is a little, I don't know what I'm going to do, actually. Now, upright, this would be Cardi B joining me, looking out into the horizon. But me thinks that Cardi B is a little bit unsure of what's next for her, business-wise and personal-wise. I feel like there have been some setbacks, some things that haven't gone as planned. The Tower. Now, I could say that what didn't go as planned as is their announcement, her and Offset announcing to separate. And if I look at it that way, then I would say, then why didn't it go as planned? Because this is the challenge. Or I could say that for some reason, and I can't say that Cardi B was caught off guard by this because she announced it. So unless somebody told her, hey, I'm getting ready to drop some tea about you, and she just decided to beat us to the punch, that's the other way of looking at it. I have to clarify. I feel, though, that this didn't go as planned. The separation announcement didn't go as planned, or the decision to come out and separate wasn't a part of the plan. I'm not sure. We'll see. Recent past, they have been separated for a while. Like I said in my reading that I did 2 months ago, when I first called out that Cardi B and Offset were separated, and that they were going to come out with the project, and they did. They came out with Jealousy, or Jealous, or whatever that song is right after that. What caused the separation between Cardi B and Offset this time? The final rift, if this is a final rift, What caused it was that expose that Tasha K did, allegedly, with that girl who had the receipts, undeniable receipts, being in her home, being at her home. That did it for Cardi. And whatever shenanigans that we saw online between her and him, that wasn't a publicity stunt. Something sneaky, though, is happening in your near future, Cardi. You are being sneaky about something. We'll see. All right. Seeing this in her crowning position, I'm going to say that this gives Cardi B the opportunity to create not only new music, but a new image. Because I'm going to say this, and please, Barbs, don't think that this is me being head Barb in charge. I just have to call a spade a spade. And I've said before in Nicki Minaj and in Cardi B readings that they are both, Cardi and Nicki, fully aware of why Cardi B became Cardi B. And I have to say that I have to agree with the forever B. If somebody was created to take me down and a whole machine was put behind this person to make her synonymous with me after I worked hard and had to prove myself for this, and she came in and was given this on a platter for the sole purpose of taking me down, I would feel a way too. I feel a way when people do readings behind me on YouTube and don't shout me out, because I shout people out. So I get it. I get when people are inspired by me in real life, look wise or hair wise or dress wise, or even the way I act or speak or anything, my whole flavor. And I see somebody, bite off of it, but never say, girl, I like this and this and this, or you look this and this, or you really this and this, and you inspire me, because I'm always quick to let a person know. I always say, and everybody else says in my family, that I'm the number one hype man. If you got something going on, I am going to be the loudest for you, and I'm going to always look for opportunities to see you win, because I want to see everybody win genuinely. So I would have to agree with Nicki Minaj's constant gripe. It has to constantly bother her. Now, there was some trickery going on between the releases. Nicki Minaj was trying to have a I tricked y'all moment with Cardi B, which is why the rollout was the way it was. And we didn't start seeing the full steam of the rollout until the album dropped, or the day before, or a few days before. Because up until then, a lot of things had to be kept under wrap, because Nicki Minaj was trying to play chess, and she knew that people were watching and trying to see what her sound was and what vibe she was going to be on, so that they can come and recreate that vibe or try to outdo it. Now, me thinks that Cardi B can't musically, sonically compete with what Nicki Minaj did. Me thinks that they thought that Nicki Minaj was going to come out shooting, taking shots at everybody, a whole album full of just shots, talking shit, all of that stuff, and she threw them for a loop. So it wouldn't make sense for Cardi B to remain in her marriage when they're already separated, and now they're just together for business. It doesn't make sense business-wise anymore for her to stay in her marriage, because in order for her to have or try to compete with the vulnerable side that Nicki Minaj showed on her album, Cardi B would have to show a vulnerable side of her. And the only vulnerable side that she has to show right now is the failure of her marriage, because her marriage really has failed, but they've been playing around, putting on an image for business purposes. And as long as it would have been lucrative for them to remain together, they would have continued to been forced to remain together. But there is a green light now. Y'all can go ahead and separate now, because Nicki Minaj came out with something vulnerable and heartfelt. You guys, yes, I'm going to take these braids out of my head tomorrow because they look a mess, but I really just haven't had the time to take them out and do something else to my hair, because I'm the only one who does my hair. I haven't figured out what I was going to do with it, but I know I look a mess, and it's just because I haven't had the time. But I'm going to take them out tomorrow. I'm probably projecting. I don't know if it bothers y'all as much as it bothers me, but it bothers me. All this new growth and fuzziness. Anyways, Nicki Minaj came out with something way different than everybody was banking on. Everybody that was waiting on her to come out for their own, gain, they were banking on her to come out with anger and rah, 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 like a dungeon dragon. But she came out grown, sexy, vulnerable, showing a different side of herself. I feel very vulnerable. And so now, what's crowning Cardi B? Now she can be vulnerable. And now I'm starting to see that what didn't go according to plan is Nicki Minaj and the music that she released, the type of album she released. I think Nicki Minaj intentionally released a lot of rah-rah songs, even the songs that she previewed from, like, her throwaways. They were a little rah-rah, Bomb Bomb and Red Ruby and all the other ones too. Which one did she do at the VMAs? Anyways, and only the only soft song that she displayed was that one song she put out, that she performed at the VMAs as well. But people were expecting her, because everything she kind of put out, as a part of her rollout every Pink Friday leading up, was a little rah-rah. That was intentionally to, we tricked y'all, this was a different vibe. That's what Nicki Minaj was trying to give, and she successfully did that. So, yes, Nicki Minaj did catch Cardi B off guard. And the divorce news challenging her is that I don't think Cardi B wanted to announce her divorce. She didn't want to have to. She wanted to continue to portray the image of the happily married wife, because that's something that she was able to hold over a lot of other people, her marriage. Now she had to just go ahead and let it be what it really is, because it really is that way. And it's been that way. So now I think in the future, Cardi B is going to be scrambling to find new writers, to find new songs, to find new stunts. I hate to say this because it goes with the narrative, and I have so many Barb followers that my page looks like a Barb page, and it's not that. But this is what it is, you guys. This is just what it is. And I have come to admire Nicki Minaj from reading Cardi B. Now catch that tea. I've come to admire Nicki Minaj from reading Cardi B. The readings that I did even before I was posting them, when I was just reading them and being nosy to myself. That's how I came to admire Nicki Minaj. And I don't dislike Cardi B. I just want her to do better. And I actually think that she would thrive in TV, in acting, comedic films where she can display her personality. I just don't think that she's a good musician, and I don't stand behind the reason that she has the successful career she has. And not to take away from her, because people have come to like her musically, but it is what it is. In her near future, she's going to be scrambling and doing stunts to try to prepare herself for a Sympathy and Payola rollout, so that her new music can now be in the same vein of Nicki Minaj, but she has reasons to. If she were to come out with a more vulnerable, softer sound, people would have thought that she did that because she was trying to copy off of Nicki Minaj. But now, with her and Offset separating, she has reason to, and nobody can say it's because of Nicki Minaj. And that's what's so below. When she drops her new projects and her new sound, no one can say it's because of her trying to compete with Nicki Minaj. She has a valid reason to put out music that is actually trying to compete with Nicki Minaj. Cardi B, your advice is to actually don't go through with this, because there are people who are going to clock tea. You don't know how to pull off chess moves because you are too impulsive. You're too erratic. You're too emotional. I know you because we are both, and I say this all the time, Libra suns, Aries moons. I would like to think that I'm a more mature and evolved version, which is why a lot of people putting me next to Cardi B would never think that we have the same sun and moon. And I have a Taurus ascendant. That helps, but we do. I get Cardi B because in my early 20s, not saying that I was as rah-rah as her, but like when I was triggered, to be honest, in my marriage is where the most rah-rah came out of me with my husband. Cha. My relationships is where my rah-rah come out, because that's where my moon sign is. In my Aries, I get triggered when you play with my feelings. And unless I'm in a relationship with you, you don't have access to my feelings. I'm a Libra sun. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But when I do give a fuck, I give a fuck. So don't trigger me. That's why I get Cardi B, but she's just triggered, period. She hasn't learned that balance yet. And this is why this isn't going to work out for you very well. I'm anxious to see your outcome. But your advice is the stunts that you're going to try to pull are still going to look like publicity stunts. People are still questioning you and Offset. As a result of this, I see some type of pentacle being given to you, some type of opportunity being given to you. Hopes and fears is that this backfires. This whole plan, and I feel like plan because this is a wand. Business. Outcome. This is why I said I'm anxious to see what your outcome is. Now, this isn't the Hierophant in reverse, but this is a new beginning. So whether Cardi B and Offset legally go through with the divorce, I see Cardi B and Offset appearing separated for business purposes. This benefits the both of them. It benefits the both of them because it gives their career that was fizzling out a little bit more life. It breathes some life into the both of them. Divorce, life after love, life after marriage, life after family. What's that going to be like for the both of them? Cardi B could end up with the new man, or this could mean that Offset is going to remain her husband. Maybe they're not going to actually go through with the actual divorce. Cardi B don't want to divorce her husband. She's too emotionally invested. Even though they've been separated for a long time, it's been killing her. She hasn't been in a good place emotionally. Methinks, because she's worried about her career. There is concern about her career and how this is going to impact her career. And this is supposed to impact her career. It is. I don't think that Cardi B, I'm not sure that Cardi B is actually going to actually go through with it. And if they say they did, somebody have to show receipts. Why does it look like Offset wants this divorce a lot more than Cardi B does? To be honest. Methinks Offset feels like his plans for him and Cardi B being competing with whatever it was projected for Offset to be. Because Offset, remember, was the Beyonce of the group, and he was with Sweetie because she was supposed to be a new industry thing, but that didn't work out. Nicki Minaj, that didn't work out. He wasn't man enough for me. I think that's Nicki's problem. He was too immature and childish. And he was with messy stuff. Offset was looking for his Beyonce, just like Quavo was shopping around for his Beyonce. But at the time, Quavo was the star of the group. He was projected to be that, so he needed, you know, the female. Offset did too. Cardi B will do. Offset did too. Cardi B will do. Because I see that in their inception, I see like a snake. His eyes gives me snake. And I think he's very attractive, but his eyes give me snake. I don't think I could trust Offset looking into his eyes. And there's a lot of things about Offset that he hides within. I don't know if he wears shades a lot, but he has things to hide too. I don't think that he likes eye contact. I get the energy he doesn't let anyone make eye contact for too long. I feel like Offset never really had the same feeling for Cardi B that she had for him, and she was in love. She was in love with her papi chulo, you know. He was never in love like that. He loved her, he did, but not that way. I think it's easier for Offset to separate because Offset is just like, you know, I took a L. You know, I took a L. We betted on you over Nicki Minaj. And I betted on you beating out Nicki Minaj because you had such a machine behind you. And I took a L because you took a L. Offset absolutely wants the divorce. I think if it does happen, it'll be prolonged because of Cardi. Because the death is her outcome. So something is going to change. If the divorce happens, no matter what anybody says, if the divorce happens, it's because Offset is going through with the process. Cardi B will not. Until she has to. Offset is the one who feels like I betted on the wrong one. Period. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Shoulda wife Sweetie. Shoulda wife Sweetie, but she fell off too. Shoulda wife Sweetie when she fell off too. I have a subscriber who asked me to read Offset and his relationship with Nicki Minaj because I guess there's a rumor that he liked Nicki Minaj, and I said everybody did. Everybody shot their shot. But by then, there was already a rift between him and Quavo, and that came from Sweetie. It came from Sweetie. That was the initial rift. I think that he liked Sweetie. Quavo didn't. Quavo was looking for his, you know, his business partner, significant other. He was looking for his Cardi B. I think that Quavo really liked Sweetie. He was smitten with her. He had to settle for Cardi B. And I think that's where the initial rift came in, because he liked her. He liked her. Quavo, you know, tossed her back, played around with her, because he didn't give a fuck at the time. He was Quavo. All right, let me look into this Seven of Swords. Now, Cardi, don't get into no beefs. And don't try to bait Nicki Minaj into no beefs. Because you will be ignored. Because Nicki Minaj is happy right now. She's celebrating. I don't know if you feel like you can go directly and bait her directly. But your near future, you're looking and plotting, because right now nobody's paying attention. Nobody would pay attention. Everybody is celebrating Nicki Minaj right now, but Cardi B is plotting. Cardi B is plotting. All right, and let me look at this Ace of Cups at the top. What's crowning her? The music. Change your plans, guys. Change your plans. Nicki Minaj didn't go the route that we thought she did. We gotta do something drastic. I know you and Offset have been going through things. We need a divorce announcement. We need a separation announcement. That'll, because there's no other way you would have been able to copy the way she went when everybody was expecting both her and you to be on some beef stuff. She took it in a different direction. You can't directly just go in that direction without looking like you are copying Nicki Minaj. Somebody call in the big guns, the separation. That'll do it. That'll help balance things out. When we get ready to release music, nobody will think that you did it because you're copying Nicki Minaj. Because you just putting it, like I said, everybody thought that the both of you were going to be on some rah-rah, and definitely you, Cardi, because you don't really put out soft music like that. All the music that you put out is on some rah-rah. At least all the features that you've been doing since your last album. So if you were to come out soft with the cup instead of with a wand, the fans wouldn't have received it. And that, you guys, is the energy behind Cardi B, her separation announcement, and what it really means. I was actually hoping for something different, because you guys heard me when I said I don't think this has anything to do, the announcement had anything to do with the day that Nicki Minaj, I think they just had to hold it back until they did the Baby Shark. And that too. But I absolutely think that Nicki Minaj's drop has them scrambling to change directions. And the only way that Cardi B can follow Nicki Minaj's path is if she has a valid reason to be vulnerable and soft like Nicki Minaj was. And now she has one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.